Buongiorno everyone, some end of season questions here for you. You'll see these on the fan cams that were took from the Chelsea game. Be up soon, the first one. Is keep ourselves Mitro, so we'll rattle through these questions and give our own opinion on them.
Yep.
Keg, Mitrovic, keep ourselves.
I think that's a fairly easy one and say sell.
That was the majority vote.
Yeah, like it would be good to keep him because like he is a good player and Newcastle are screaming for a striker. He's been doing a great job for Fulham and now that's the Championship, but obviously there's an issue with him and Rafa. And like whatever the rumour for the sale is, 15, 20 million, I think it's worth it. So
good money in it, we recouped. What did we pay them? 14 was it? 12?
12 I think, something like that. So if you can
13?
get if you can get a profit, that's always a positive. And if you've got like a 80 million transfer budget, which is what's rumoured, add another 20 million to that on Mitrovic, 100 million. Fucking yeah.
True, because I mean if Rafa stays,
he's
obviously not in his plans, doesn't like him.
He's not in his plans, so even
Doesn't play
like you know
a
what it
system.
is, like even he's not getting played. So even if you get 2 million for him, like fucking might as well.
He's done a class job at Fulham, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Has, yeah.
Championship, Gale was class in the Championship, but he does it at international level as well. And if you give him the service, he seems to put the ball away. Like,
Yeah.
done it in
Like
the Champions League.
for Serbia, his record for Serbia is outstanding.
He's record for Anderlecht in the Champions League was class. He scored them against Arsenal and everything. So
He knows where the net is, which is what Newcastle need.
I think we could regret it in the future. I could see him coming up. I think Fulham will win the playoff final. I think if he comes up and he does the same for them,
Be a good sign for Fulham.
it really would be. And I think he'll come to punish. Like, I could see him doing well in the Premier League. But he has to be in the right system with the right players, and the tuning just isn't that.
And he has to be in the right frame of mind because he's a fucking psycho.
Crazy dick.
So, big renty. Will you miss Sunderland in the Premier League or the Championship or nah?
Yeah, it went down. Bit weird that. Getting asked questions instead of me doing the asking.
Takes
I'm
the
doing the
hot seat.
answering. I'm going to go against
You know what it is?
the majority.
I wouldn't know.
Everyone asked, creased in my face and said absolutely fucking
no. We're not fuck.
But honestly, I do.
Yeah, totally will.
It's the first fixture I look for when they get announced. I love derby days. Love necking off Jaegers at 9 o'clock in the morning. Love looking at tits all day. Obviously, we've got a shit record against Sunderland, but I think that would change now with Rafa and the team we've got and how fucking poor they are.
Six in a row, though. 6 in a row. Fuck off.
Fucking get over it, man. We beat you fucking 20 odd years in a row. No one gives a shit.
Oh, 6 in a row, though.
Macklin and Milan. Right, that's it. And you're in League One. But for me, I will miss them in the sense that look forward on the day. I'd fancy with chances against them now.
Yeah.
And I'd love to just start fucking hammering them 6 in a row like so we can see it out.
I think it's always it's quite a sad state of affair to see a team that I would still consider a Premier League side because they've been in the Premier League for so many years and just fall apart. Like I know it's the Mackhams, but if it was like anyone else, like I would feel sorry for them. Like it's happened to numerous clubs in the past. Fucking Portsmouth won the Premier League, won the FA Cup, then went straight down to League Two.
Blackburn, Wigan,
Blackpool. Like I hate seeing stuff like that happen, and like it's all happened because of the owner.
Which could be us.
And Newcastle can't forget our owner's just as bad. So it could easily, maybe it's not as easily, but it's a possibility and could still happen. So like I know like Sunderland were laughing when Newcastle went down. So, like,
you laughed at us. We went down. Who the fuck is laughing now? Scum! But I get where people come from. Like I want to see them playing fucking Sunday League football. Me playing at fucking Sainsbury's car park, but.
People are saying like
I'd love to play them again and have them because I'd be so confident.
Like people are saying like I'll not miss the derby. It's a fantastic day. Like if you win, and not 6 in a row, haven't won one for 6 in a row, but it's just a fucking good day, isn't it? Like,
so Keg, I'll chip in on this one as well. Like,
but
you can go on first, bro. Player of the season.
I think it's been a bit tough. A lot of fans were saying Kennedy. Like he's only been here since like late January, wasn't it? Like start of February, so he's only been there a couple of months, and he made a big impact. Shelvey has had a good season. Then last few games, particularly like Everton, Tottenham, West Brom, when he really needed to prove he was going to make the England squad, which might have been why he hasn't been taken.
True,
because he has slipped up at the last few end of the season.
Spurs and Chelsea.
Yeah, and he got a couple of red cards at the start of the season. So I I didn't want to say Perez. Like,
Let's go, I've got one.
I'd have to say Lascelles probably. Like,
I'm with you.
He's just the man, isn't he? For his young age, you can
He's a boss,
see,
man.
like it was the interview that got him the captaincy. Like, I just looked at him. He was only like 21 at the time or something. I was thinking, fucking hell, this is a kid that knows what he wants, and like he's gonna do as he pleases. He says, like, I'm not in this business to make friends. Like, he doesn't give a fuck about like friendships. He just wants the fucking players to
give them the role.
Yeah,
Do
and
their
like,
fucking job.
and I love that for a kid of his age, because I think that trait's really gone missing in this day and age. Like, people are just fucking taking selfies and going on Instagram and want the best endorsements and stuff. Whereas he's just a leader of the team.
I went in the Q&A with him, and he was saying, doesn't use social media really. He's got his accounts and all that, but he'll use it now and again. He doesn't flick through. He doesn't really agree with it.
Yeah, good.
But it's just like he's level-headedness, man. You looked at when the start of the season, he was so influential in keeping the back four tight. He chipped in with a few goals, like Swansea away.
He's so good in corners, isn't he? Like,
And then I was seeing Spurs and then he grabbed one. He hadn't scored in a few months, but he just leads the line and leads the entire team by example.
he really does.
You've seen when
for his age, you know, he's so beyond his years.
you've seen when he had that spell where he missed a few games of how shit Newcastle were and started conceding a couple more goals. And when he came back in, you could tell straight away the change he made, and I don't think we'd be where we are now without him. So captain lead ourselves.
I feel like in like training and that, like,
what do you do? Diome?
I feel
Grabbed
like
him by the scruff of the neck.
I feel like
Saw
a lot.
what he's fucking
I feel like a lot of players would probably hate him, because he'd be like that kind of like, he'd probably kind of be like the teacher's pet that like couldn't have a laugh on us. But like I don't give a fuck. He's getting paid whatever he is to play football, not be everyone's friend and have like 1 million followers on Instagram.
I think he's probably getting the right balance, is what Rafa does, where he's hard to please, gets that respect. People didn't take the piss. You're not going to. So
for his age now, was he now like 23 or something? It's ridiculous how like beyond his years he is. He's so intelligent and just a really good leader of the team. And I think that's what Newcastle's been needing. Like, when was the last time they had someone like that? Probably Shearer.
That was when he stepped up at Southampton away when we got relegated. And if only he had done that earlier, it might have been different.
So it's got to be Lascelles for me, probably.
Definitely.
But
there is many content. Like,
Shelvey.
Since the turn of the year, Perez, Kane, Dubravka have totally had a massive impact.
If Newcastle can get Dubravka for 4 million, that could be bargaining next season.
Oh, apparently it's happening now.
I hope so. That could be an absolute bargain, that.
Leading on to that is the best signing of the season. I'll go with.
Are we including the loans in this?
I think we've got to, because I mean, who else?
I was going to say, if it's signings, it's either going to be fucking Lejeune or fucking Hospital, isn't it? Like, who else is fucking actually signing?
Nah, we definitely include loans.
It's got to be.
I'm going to go with Dubravka. Just because, it's actually really hard. I can't choose between Dubravka and Kennedy. It's definitely a loan signing, like, but it's a hard one because obviously Dubravka kept the clean sheet, but Kennedy's got the goals and the assists, so both ends is where they've had influence. So I'm gonna stick with Dubravka. I just think because I do like Darlow, he's got potential, but he's got mistakes in him. Elliott, he's reliable, but he's quite average. Dubravka's made the difference. We've seen it against Man U. You can score as many goals as you want, but if Dubravka wasn't there, Darlow, Elliott was. It would have probably been more draws, so we don't score many goals. So I'm going to go with Dubravka.
I think, me personally, and I feel like a lot of fans at the same time would have thought this, like, Elliott and Darlow are good goalkeepers, and they were fighting it out between them who was going to be number one. They've got a really good young'un. I'll take out again. You won the World Cup. Woodman. So, like, there was 3 really good keepers there, all fighting for number one, and they're all really good. And, like, they signed a player from the Czech league who no one had really ever heard of before, and I thought, what's the point in signing like a 4th R-rated goalkeeper? He might be shit, but and then he made his debut against Man United. I kind of questioned him starting that game.
Is this guy?
But fuck me, he was man of the match that day, wasn't he? And he just haven't looked back. He's been absolutely outstanding.
I'd seen him once for Slovakia against Scotland. And it wasn't like, wow, he's amazing. Probably because Scotland are shit. Like, he had a couple of saves to make, but it's just mad. We were saying like how he's went under the radar. And he's 29 years old, 4 million, Slovakian, Czech league, everything just screams bang average.
Oh shit.
But he comes in, and obviously I think Rafa knew because of his distribution. That's why he wanted someone who was more comfortable with like progressing from the back. But Sure, he didn't realise, and nobody clearly has, of how good a shot stopper he is as well.
Yeah, he's really good. And for 4 million less than Hosselu.
Aye.
Fucking hell. How can you fucking pay less than Hosselu?
How can anyone make
That's got to be, that could be bargain next season, I think. Like, that'll be absolutely outstanding.
Definitely.
I think Lejeune's been a good signing just because he's been a signing. And that was only him, Hosselu, and Murphy. Murphy hasn't really been given the chance, and we'll not get into Hosselu.
Marino's was a fan favourite at the start of the season. Kind of get sniffing now, though, because he's young, mate.
But I think Lejeune's been a good signing because I think everything started to gel after like New Year. Like before New Year, it was like bottom three, bit of a shambles. Didn't know the best starting 11. Then once that starting 11 kind of got established and there was that solidarity.
It changed all the time, wasn't it?
I think Lejeune stepped up a really good partnership with Lascelles.
Definitely.
And what was it, 8 million or something, which looked a lot of the time. That looked a lot at the time because not a lot of people had really heard of him, but. I'll have a flight to Vegas. Lejeune.
So Lejeune, unreal. How good is he getting week in, week out? He's just snapping into tackles. He can play it out. Muy perfecto. Muy bien.
Bon a la Pushki. What was your favourite moment of the season?
I'd have to say getting beat at home to Everton. We got beat 1-0. Rooney
it was good, that
knocked it in right
yeah.
at the end. And we dominated the game, wasted loads of chances. That was a good night. That night it was freezing, like -6 in Prot. I love Rooney. Got a shit record against us, so for him scoring was a surprise.
It was good, that.
And Fat Sam, like, always wish him the best.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I'd have to say that. It was a good Christmas, that.
I'd have to say the absolutely end-to-end showstopper that was the draw with Brighton. I've seen some games in my time with that Brighton game.
When they had the fan shouting, Jose Perez, what the fuck has he done? Aye, Mr. Aye, Brighton.
Showstopper.
Brighton, no, that was, if ever, like, game of the season, that's going to be on Sky Sports for years to come. Premier League years, rolling it back. May came up from the Championship, but there were two top-notch Premier League sides. End stuff.
Outstanding. Thank you again for that game,
guys. It was a 0-0, could have been a 5-5.
So many chances, end-to-end, speed, and had everything. But on a real note,
on a serious note, has to be beating Man U, because that was the turning point of when was that the first of the 4 games that we went on to win, or was it maybe in the set? That was definitely part of those 4 games. We love beating Man U, and the Richie's finished, the atmosphere. You just felt that was like, yes, we're gonna steal.
And that was...
It was a huge moment. It was a great moment.
And that was Dubravka's debut.
And it was Dubravka's
and
debut.
It was, Kennedy was just getting in. I think he'd played once or twice before that. But I think that was when like the solidarity of the starting 11 really started.
You came away from the ground that day thinking like,
this team's not as bad as
happy
everyone
to be a
thinks.
Toon supporter and thinking we're going to look forward next season. Obviously depending on what happens in summer, but thinking like we're not going to be as much bother as we thought, like relegation scrap as we thought.
My game of the season was on Sunday. Like, there was just everything about that day.
Finish off on that high, you definitely could have been that one.
Yeah, like, it was just everything, like...
To reach top 10, it
was just like... It was a good sunny day. It was just proper lush. Like, we were, like, with war flags, doing the march down with the flags, like... Just even before the game, it just had that feel, and, like... It felt like it was, like, cup final or something, like, coming down. And then getting a 3-0 win against Chelsea, like... That was a fucking absolute wicked day, that.
It was.
It was really, really good.
It was, that's up there, like, that's a good shout.
That's my moment of the season.
Very good shout.
Yeah. 3.
Keg, your best goal of the season?
When we were asking this question on Sunday, I noticed a lot of fans thinking, ooh, there's a lot to choose from, but is there?
Yeah, I was thinking that, like...
I was behind the camera thinking, is there?
I was thinking, like, do they mean, like, there's not many to choose from, so I'm trying to dig one out. I'm trying my best to think of one because there hasn't been one.
Yeah.
Not like there's loads to choose from. Or I kind of pick between that screamer and that fucking there's been very minimal of them. There's one that sticks out that quite a few fans did pick towards, which was the Perez lob against Leicester.
Like, I would have to see some more from like earlier in the season because my memory's like a fucking goldfish. So like, from what I can think of, the only one that stands out is Perez's goal against Leicester.
Well, it's awesome. It's class down a little flick. Probably not good enough to be a goal this season. Like
it was good play. That it was very good play. It was a nice
good
goal.
Build up. Yeah. The Kennedy one against Southampton as well was great build up. His first one when he did that with the keeper.
Yeah, I'd have to think like back to the start of the season. Like,
I was thinking
Shelvey scored many like 20 yarders.
In the Championship we had like Shelvey and Richie scoring wicked free kicks and screamers all the time and build up play.
I was thinking of that. Like Shelvey scored like a long range like killer in the top corner, but I think that was last season.
No, he scored 2 this season, I think.
I just can't remember. So
we'd probably have to
from what my
go
poor
on the archives there, wouldn't we?
What my poor memory will tell us, it's got to be Perez's goal.
Aye, Perez against Leicester. Still was class. Lobman Schmeichel since the 90s.
What's going to be the ultimate goal for next season? 18-19 season.
I think it has to be go to that next level, which would be Europa League. It has to be top 6, top 7. But because why? Obviously, we've overachieved. Last year it would be 15th, 17th. You asked this question this time last year, still. But now after finishing 10th, we've seen the potential of the club, Rafa, everything. It obviously all depends on what fucking Fat Tits does in the summer. So if he does give him the 80 million that's rumoured that he should get, TV money. If we're saying 2 or 3 top class players, obviously one being a striker, and it has to be that next level, top 8, top 6.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal for the summer is to either get that fucking sale, like sell the club, or like get that money from Ashley. Like Ashley needs to come out and say if he's not going to sell the club, he has 80 million, 120 million, whatever it's going to be. 80 is a good sum, and enough for Newcastle, what they need. Like if it was Man City, that'd be fuck all. But like whoever's going to invest, I don't care. Like I said, it could be fucking Ronald McDonald, it could be fucking Colonel Sanders. I don't give a fuck who it is. Like as long as there's at least 80 million to play with, get a good striker, build some strength and depth. That's got to be the short-term goal. Like, and then once that's been achieved, push on and look towards the end of next season to try and like be the next Burnley, get that Europa League place.
Exactly. The goal is just to keep the foundations we've got now in Rafa, in Lascelles, and just build upon it. Don't do what we're struggling in the past, like when we finished 5th. Didn't sign anyone, they ended up selling my best players.
I can see that happening.
And of course you can with Ashley.
Finish the season in good momentum, just need to carry it on to next season, but that'll depend. If Lascelles is there, he'll be the biggest sale if that happens. If Shelvey's there, and then the rest
the goal for the summer has to be to smash the transfer record.
It's not hard.
It's not hard, but
it's just fat tits.
It's not doing. It's only 17 million, which is no. But if it's linked that we're not going to get Kenny for 20, is he really going to put that money in for the 20, 30 million striker we need? And if he does, that's what needs to happen.
That's what I'm saying. Like if that 80 million minimum's there, like need to spend at least 25, 30 on a striker. So the transfer record has to be broken. Like just buying more Hosselus, buying 11 Hosselus isn't good enough. Like it's just not. Like 5 million's fuck all this day and age. Getting Dubravka for 4 million could be bargain for next season, because 4 million, less than Hosselu. That's insane, and he's actually a good player. So I say just buying loads of strikers because that 5 million, it's not good enough.
Gonna get you anywhere.
Gonna
get that cheap steak.
It's gonna get you that little steak.
When we won a big weight rush, juicy steak up front, new number 9. Everyone get excited.
Everyone have big steak on the back of their shirts.
Big steak, 9 ounce big steak.
Big steak.
Right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Get in the comments below.
Answer these questions.
Answer your questions, aye.
Yeah, let me know what you think.
And enjoy yourself.